Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Sagittarius. How are you guys? Sagittarius, what is it you need to know? Just wanted to shuffle those in. All right, Sag, there we go. Somebody is being still. We have someone here who is, there's going to be communication. It's going to be delight. Yeah. Someone's listening here too, though. Yeah, we have potential. This card, you can see there's an eruption. So there's potential. There's a potential for something here that, like I say, it's saying to be still. Okay? Just listen, be still, because there is a potential. Now, this potential, this is a volcano. This is not a good thing. Potential for eruption. Okay? Yeah, but there is a lot of abundance here. So this is someone just being still. I actually feel there is going to be abundance. Why? Because there's going to be illumination. But that's why you want to be still. Just be still. And we have wisdom. So this is somebody going deep within their emotions. This is someone wise. Okay. Yeah. Like I say, this is someone who often sees the potential of something that could end up in a disaster. But there's actually going to be abundance because somebody is being wise and being still. Yeah. The swan is the swan is kind of like, it's sort of an empress kind of energy, but it's kind of, and it could be an emperor, but it's also kind of connected to the king and queen of swords in a way that this is someone who generally speaks up and speaks their mind, but someone is choosing to be still, to not do anything, not say anything, to just listen. Okay? Yeah. And it's kind of like, in the Empress way, of someone who knows their worth and value too. Yeah. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. See, it's about investing. It's about whether to invest in this situation or not. And I do think with that Queen of Swords kind of energy, the swan being still, this is someone just kind of not putting all their eggs in one basket just yet. Yeah, this potential, volcanoes are not a good thing. Yeah, but this doesn't mean it's going to happen. There's a potential for it. So this is someone just being patient and listening. Okay, just listen. Yeah, we got someone here who's single. Yeah, this is someone not putting all their eggs in one basket, but it's also about investing. And this could be something financial. So whatever it is that you're investing in. Okay, if someone's giving advice or anything, listen. Let's have a look at the potential. Yeah, it's something that's unknown. Someone's keeping it all in. It's a person who already knows the answers they're seeking. This is something that could go very well. There could be a lot of abundance, but it could also end up in a disaster. Tell me about the abundance. This is something blossoming, blooming. There's going to be illumination. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Ace of Wands. So this is definitely an energy. This is interesting because this is someone who generally knows what they want and they'll go for it. But it's saying to be still. Okay, this has to do with a spark, attraction. Someone here is definitely very attracted to someone, but they're keeping it all in. They're not saying anything. Someone's not saying anything because there needs to be illumination. So what is the illumination? This is somebody being illuminated. It's sort of like the Ace of Swords energy. Okay. Someone's going, aha. Well, there's potential, but it's whether it's good or bad. This is the thing. King of Wands. Interesting. This person's being illuminated. They're going deep within their feelings. They're being wise. They're trusting their inner knowing. They're not going to say or do anything. But I think it's the Queen of Wands who's not saying anything, just keeping it in, being still. This is about letting this person, because there's illumination, it's about them gaining clarity, insight, inner wisdom, their inner knowing. So this is two people who are attracted to each other, but let this person take the lead. This is the natural born leader, the King of Wands. Often the Queen of Wands can be too, but this looks like this could be a financial situation, but there's two people who are attracted to each other. The spark, the attraction. See, there's potential, but there's also potential for a disaster. Yeah, this is someone not making any moves just yet. See, they're getting illumination. They're trusting their inner knowing. They know. The feelings are mutual. But it's also the King and Queen of Wands are sometimes get along beautifully and other times not so much. This person knows, and they're not taking action. They're just sort of sitting there, see, non-action, not doing anything. But the whole point is why. That's what it is, why. And that's what we're going to get to. This is interesting. Someone here is very wise. They're keeping it in. See, it's someone's private thoughts. See, they know. It's where they know. There's potential. This is interesting. King and Queen of Wands. Let's have a look at the King and Queen of Wands, passionate, spark, attraction, but sometimes it doesn't go well because these are two people who are confident, bold. They go after what they want. They speak their mind too. These are two people who speak their mind, and they can be quite blunt. So let's have a look at the High Priestess. Yeah, this is someone keeping things close to their chest. They're not budging. Nobody's budging or moving here. I think this is two people, they see potential. And you can see someone maybe protecting themselves, their heart, their money, not moving. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone being confident. See, taming the beast, be still. Because these are two people who often don't sit still. They usually take action very quickly. It's saying to be brave and confident and don't move. Tame the beast. Yeah, it's teaching someone how you want to be treated by not moving. Look at, there's the Ace of Swords. Somebody going, aha. See, being illuminated. Someone's listening. See, it's about listening to their inner knowing. It's like they just know. This could be a victory. Both people know it. Win or lose. But who's going to win? This is the thing, you see. It's often a power struggle between these two people. That's why there's potential for something really beautiful here. There's so much abundance between these two people. Tell me about that Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone who's been holding back. They're going to see win or lose. Don't move. What you want is this person to take action. You want them to take the lead because you want them to be confident about what it is they want. If the feminine were to take the lead in this situation, not that this person would mind, it's just letting them feel like they're in control. I can see it already. Let them take the action. And you can see asking someone out. It's like you already know. You know what this person wants to do, so don't do anything. There's an attraction, a spark. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. This is someone who has a lot of abundance. This person finds them attractive, but it's this energy between the two people. Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is someone looking for clues, illumination, shining a light, looking for answers. It has to do with why. This is somebody who wants to know why somebody probably isn't budging or moving, because it's often a person who will make that first move. But they're also looking at why this person maybe finds them attracted or why they're so attracted to them. That's what they're looking at. It's all about illumination, and they're not moving. They're not taking any action yet. So it has to do with, they want to know why this person isn't. This person's not budging or moving. They have no choice. It's win or lose. They have no choice. They know what they need to do. Their intuition's telling them. Let's have a look. And they also know why someone finds them attractive too. They know all these things. Yeah, so someone crushing. But see, it's how they're looking at why someone's acting the way they're acting. These are two people, like, I mean, this is really cute. This person's definitely a crush. It could be somebody who's been holding a bit of a torch too, you know, kind of waiting. It's about being on the same page, but it's why is somebody acting this way? Why are they not taking action? And this person's pinned down by their thoughts because of this. But it's like how they conduct themselves, the way they're behaving. This person's crushing big time, longing for love. Yeah. They're going to have, so I see a heartfelt message. They're going to take action. They're going to do something sweet, do something nice to show someone they like them. Yeah. How's it with somebody's, their morals, their values, their lifestyle? See, they want to know everything too before they move. They want to know, what's this person doing? Who are they interested in? What are they up to? What's their lifestyle, their history? They want to know all these things before they move. Tell me more about the wisdom. Yeah. Oh, we got the King of Cups. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know, yeah, they want to build. And we got the Queen of Swords. Might as well just take the whole pile. So we have, yeah, this person's gone deep within their feelings here. See, but they've been pinned down by their thoughts just thinking about all this. This is a person who wants to build. What they want is a partner. They want to build. It has to do with committing. It has to do with faith and loyalty, how someone's conducting themselves. This person, the Queen of Swords, see, it's right. It's basically, that's how I see the swan here, the stillness, being still. This is someone who's teaching someone how they want to be treated. Bring me flowers, bring me gifts, do something nice, show me that you like me. Put in some effort. And this person's going to do it too. So someone's speaking up, being wise. See, this is actually the person who's wiser. These are both two people in that energy. There's no doubt. But like I say, this person's not moving. They're not taking action. I mean, it could be this person looking at why is this person not taking, why aren't they taking any action? Yeah, it could be that way. But this is someone just trusting their inner knowing. They already know. This is someone who both people already know the answers you're seeking. This could be potentially a beautiful long-term relationship, but there is also a potential for a disaster. So this is why making sure you're both on the same page, that you're in agreement and how this is going to go. This is about teaching somebody. But there's things two people need to learn. This is someone who's learned. Yeah, we got a feminine who's learned. Interesting. The masculine here is definitely very much in their feelings, though. They're just doing a lot of thinking, a little romanticizing, possibly some fantasizing, but it's sort of romanticizing, being more romantic. Yeah, come in right, come to me right. So they're kind of looking at this like, should I be more romantic? Like, I kid you not. This person's, they're very smart, but it's all about why this other person isn't taking any action. Well, because they want this person to come in right. This is someone who wants someone to tell them they're beautiful. They want to be maybe wined and dined a little bit. You know, everyone's different, but it's all about being on the same page, understanding each other. There's lots to learn here. But yeah, it's a feminine teaching the masculine how they want to be treated. There's an energy of change. See, just learning to go with the flow. Someone's learning to do this. Just go with the flow. And that means kind of doing what this person wants them to do. This is somebody looking for a potential partner. There's potential. But this is teaching. How it starts is how it goes. Okay? That's how it is. Teaching someone how you want to be treated. You want this person to, you know, bring flowers sometimes, a little wining, dining, something romantic. It's also someone who cooks for somebody else. It's like, put in the effort. Show me what you're worth, right? Show me what you got. That's basically what's happening here. Because this is someone who's learned. They know. Yeah. Tell me more about this King of Cups. You see, they have to come in. They got to be emotionally ready. They got to be ready to connect emotionally too, sharing their innermost selves. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, it's an energy of knowing when this person comes in, they're confident about how they feel, about what it is they want. Because if they don't, because it's that into me, I see, if they need to go within and decide what it is they want, because this is someone who's no pushover. This is not somebody who's going to put up with any BS of somebody who, doesn't treat them right. Or, I mean, this is an energy of remembering gifts and birthday parties, doing things in a traditional way. But it's what two people agree upon. Yeah, but I was just giving examples. Come in right, or don't come in at all. Yeah, this is definitely, there's opportunity. I feel this, there's opportunity here. And I'm going to tell you too, like I say, there's somebody here may even have some options. They're not putting all their eggs in one basket until they know that somebody's coming in right. So there is opportunity. I do see fantasizing and romanticizing here. There's a lot of that. This is someone, but you can see opportunity. This is someone who knows a good thing when they see it. Both people do. I love this reading. It's so very simple. But this is the thing. It should be easy. It shouldn't be a lot of work. Because this is somebody who doesn't want to be doing all the work. It's supposed to be about two people, right? Building, working together. Yeah, but this is somebody who's definitely teaching someone right off the get-go. They're not a pushover. They're not going to be the one to do all the work. Queen of Wands is often someone who's ambitious and goal-oriented too. They have their own, things that they want to do. So whatever those things may be, this person wants to be able to pursue this without doing all the work. It's all about putting in the effort. This person's going to do it too. Why? Because they want this and they know. They know. If they want, look at that. Look at the sun shining. See, it has to do with the feelings being mutual, but it also has to do with someone, respect. It has to do with respect and self-respect. I see a lot of happiness and joy here. See, this is someone who sees things clearly. They're making things clear. And it's also an energy of someone making sure someone has their best interest at heart. This is someone who's learned. Yeah, I do think this is going to get going. I actually feel there's a potential for happiness, a lot of happiness here. Complete fulfillment. But there is that possibility, the potential for a disaster, but it has to do with getting to know each other, going with the flow, seeing where it goes, let go of the outcome. See, just go with the flow, let go of the outcome. To a point, of course, because it also has to do with faith, morals, values, lifestyle. There's going to be needing for some structure and change, and this person's determined they're not going to be the only one to make changes. What else do I see here? This is somebody too, I mean, what's so interesting with the Queen of Swords, this is someone who will let certain things go. This is someone who's like, it is what it is. We'll just let it go. It's no big deal, right? This isn't somebody making a big deal out of everything. But the feelings have got to be mutual, some sort of an agreement here. And that's what this person's doing. This Queen of Swords is doing their due diligence. See, not putting all their eggs in basket, but also not investing in this one person until they know, till they feel confident. But they're also taming the beast. They're teaching this person how they want to be treated. And I think this masculine's getting it here. I do. But they are in that energy of kind of win or lose. Yeah, they're going to go for it. I think both people are. I actually feel this, just kind of go with the flow and just see where this goes. Because I do think there's a powerful attraction here. But it could end up in a power struggle too, right? This is the thing. So... yeah, but that's all about the wisdom in your, it's all about connecting on that emotional level. See, kindness, compassion, caring. Someone needs to show they care. It's a person who needs to know how they feel. They need to, it's all about nurturing and caring too. This person's definitely in their fields, and I do see they see the potential of a partner, two people working together here, building a legacy. I do see a lot of financial stability. So let me look at that Ace of Swords there. It keeps haunting me. Yeah, there it is. It's win or lose, but it has to go in both people's favor. There will be an agreement. Yeah, because that one thing about it, if this is someone who the other person doesn't put effort, because I see birthday celebration, doing traditional things. You know, it's about life. But there is going to be some structural changes. There needs to be some structural changes. Schedules, routines, lifestyle a little bit here. Interesting. But yeah, it has to go in both people's favor. And this masculine is win or lose, but so is the feminine is also win or lose. They're getting their point across. Yeah, see, spending time together, doing things together. This person wants a partner. They want, it's being a couple. It's about doing things together and spending time. Yeah, this is somebody here, basically, I feel the feminine wouldn't, this is someone quite independent. Actually, both people are, but this feminine is definitely very independent. And this is someone who's learned a lot too, maybe been in a few relationships, but this is a person who knows what they want, and they're not afraid. They're not afraid to cut somebody out because they have what they need. They're independent. They can take care. This is somebody who wants a little bit of independence. They want to be able to make some of their own decisions. They want to be part of decision making. Because it is, like I say, it's a bit of a power struggle, that potential. But I feel like both people already know the answers they're seeking here. Yeah, this masculine's going within. See, at first they don't want to budge and give in. Well, this person's not going to give in to this person. And this is somebody being fair too, because I do see them letting go of some things that don't really matter. It just is what it is. But it's just this person making sure this is someone who has their best interest at heart. And I do think this is somebody who has their best interest with this person too. So I think it's teamwork. It's about cooperating and compromising. So this is not someone who's going to be a pushover and do all the compromising either. So interesting. But yeah, there's a beautiful potential for things to blossom, but there's also potential for things to not go anywhere. I would have to say it's leaning towards a lot of happiness and joy. The start of something new, going down this path together. But it takes reciprocity, some equal give and take here. Yeah, it's about two people giving to each other, giving each other what you need. So, wow. Tell me more about this. Yeah, crossroads. See, it's about whether to take it to the next level. This is two people could end up coming apart. I do see an agreement. If two people don't get along, find they're not compatible, we'll just let it go and go our separate ways. Yeah, this is definitely somebody who's not a pushover. This is kind of the Empress energy up here, to be honest. I mean, I always feel that with that card, but it's someone being still, trusting their inner knowing, the lessons that they've learned, the things that they know. They know what works. It takes two people to build here. Lots of cooperation, compromise. Yeah, see, it takes two people to build. So it's about coming together, having a talk, see, sharing your innermost selves and your innermost fears, teaching each other what you want, what you desire. Yeah, learning about each other, what makes each other happy. But it's an energy of caring. And most of this has to do with the masculine knowing exactly what they want before they come in. Yeah. Interesting. That could be a person giving advice. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone giving advice too. Often the Queen of Swords is someone gives advice. But it's really interesting because I do see two people being on the same page here. Yeah, see, it's about a power struggle. That's what it is. It's about a power struggle. Two very confident, powerful people, the power struggle. So, but this is about two people making decisions together, cooperating, compromising, communicating. any kind of decisions, because it's almost like somebody here wants to make all the decisions, or somebody who's been through that before. Yeah, so there could be a power struggle here, but it's about, the best thing is to, it's all about communicating, making sure you make an agreement. You both control things together, because I'm going to tell you, this feminine is not somebody here who's to be controlled by anyone. I actually feel both people need to let go of that need to control and just do it together, making decisions together. This is about, there's change coming. This is about life. This is about life. Let's see, it's about investing. Yeah, see, somebody here, this is definitely someone who's a little indecisive, probably the Queen of Swords, about whether to invest in this, because they want somebody who puts in effort. This is not somebody, a feminine, who wants to be the one to do all the work. In other words, housework. It's an independent person. And I feel the masculine, and it could be the other way around. Sometimes feminine can be dominating. But this is somebody who's kind of, I think, used to being old school rules, used to being the one in charge, dominating. This will not fly with this person. So this person needs to think things through. Somebody take off the rose-colored glasses, the blindfold, and see what you're investing in, and hoping this pays off. But it's about two people needing to be patient with each other while you learn about each other too. Some things you just got to let go with the star, because it just is what it is, right? Yeah, I think this is the star aligning for two people. But like I say, you'll know after spending time together, doing stuff together. I feel these two people could be absolutely very comfortably well off, if not beyond that. Because this is a different kind of power couple. They're very creative, very bold, often not afraid of taking risks. We have Aries, Leo, Sag are the two strongest energies. I do see a little Taurus energy where someone can be a little more stubborn. I see Pisces energy where this is a person who often keeps a lot of their emotions to themselves. They don't always like to share how they're feeling or things bothering them. Interesting energy, but I feel this is actually a different kind of power couple here. Very creative. Yeah, you can see someone being very gracious and grounded, trying to be sensible. These are two people who are very much the same, but yet different. But yet they both have that energy of the power of the King and Queen of Wands. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is someone just kind of not 100% sure if they see a future with someone. This is somebody who's focused on their money too, possibly career. Maybe they have investments and things that they like to do, their own interests, things that they're interested in, they want to be able to explore. Yeah, this is definitely not somebody who wants to be a cook and housekeeper. And you notice the Queen of Cups isn't here. It's not like this person isn't emotional. They're definitely not overly emotional, but this is somebody who has some of their own interests and they want to be able to keep doing those without giving that up. Yeah. I actually think the masculines, from what I see, it looks like they're okay with that, but it's more about other things. Just other things in life in general to do with relationships. Holidays, traditions, birthday parties, things like that, little gifts, flowers. If somebody can't show somebody verbally, they're not good. Because sometimes you get people who are just terrible at saying the word love. I love you. So they often show. And this could even be the feminine who's like that, often shows the other person how they feel by doing a lot of nice things for them. And it really could be that way in this reading, because the Queen of Cups hasn't appeared. Doesn't mean this isn't somebody who doesn't know how to love. They're just somebody who doesn't express themselves that way. But it's all about this masculine coming in with that energy. Two people got a lot to learn about each other, but yeah, there's a potential for something really, really beautiful. So take care. I feel this is something that's still kind of working it out. It just says to go with the flow. Look at all the possibilities, all the things that two people can do together here. But like it says, there's a potential for something really beautiful and amazing, but also a potential for a disaster. I think it's about taking time to get to know each other, making an agreement to spend time together, to learn, to cooperate and compromise, talking things through, learning what makes each other happy, what fulfills you emotionally. But this is the card that really got me the most. Because this is someone looking for clues, shining a light as to why, because of the illumination. Why is this person not moving? Because they want to make sure that this person is there for the right reasons. Take care. Bye for now.